What is the iPhone 16 really? I think I got it. It is Apple's subtle nudge towards something bigger, a shift in how they approach the entire iPhone lineup and how they want you to think about their phones. Look, I've said it before and I'm sticking to it. The changes this year are incremental, right? Sure, the iPhone 16 Pro might have that slightly bigger display, improved cameras, a bit more power, but on a day-to-day basis, there's no massive wow moment between using the 16 Pro and the 15 Pro. And that, my friends, is exactly the point. These phones, they're not really designed to blow your mind. Think about it, the gap between the regular iPhone 16 and the Pro this year is super minimal. Yeah, you get a bigger screen on the Pro, more fluid display, an extra camera, and a bit more power, but the overall experience, honestly, it's pretty much the same. Both feel solid, both are built to last, but you don't get this from just reading the specs. You feel it when you use the phones. Over the past 2 months, using both of these iPhones has been a blast, even though it's been a bit chaotic with all the testing. And yeah, it's not just the new design of the regular iPhone 16 with that stunning ultramarine color or the bigger display on the Pro models that's exciting me. I've picked up on the usual improvements, of course. They are better in every way, no doubt, but it's the subtle stuff that really stands out, like the LTPO Gen 3 displays. Watching TikToks at night is easier on the eyes now, or the battery life. I'm not rushing to find a charger when I hit low battery anymore. I can just casually make my way there, no panic needed. Sure, we can talk about the display, the build quality, or even the USB-C, but honestly, that's the kind of stuff that fades into the background. For me, there were only 2 things about the iPhone 16 series that really made using them feel exciting and fresh. First off, the new photographic styles in the camera. Most people see these and think, oh, it's just like Instagram filters, but they're way more than that. These styles aren't something you just slap on after you take a photo. They're applied before you even press the shutter, and once they're baked into the photo, that's it, no going back. And yeah, we've had photographic styles since the iPhone 13, but the new ones are way more customizable. You've got this little area where you can fine-tune everything, saturation, contrast, exposure. With a few tweaks, I'm pretty much replicating the look of old school film cameras. So of course, I went in and customized the styles, each with its own unique vibe and feel. And that completely changed how I approach photography now. I'm not just finding the perfect angle anymore. I'm also picking the style to match the mood. And if you're into film photography, you already know how much the film type affects the final image. Same energy here. But of course, I couldn't resist grabbing a few extras for my new favorite camera. First off, a case, and then obviously a screen protector. So for the case, I went with a Taurus O-Stand 360 Spin, the sponsor of today's video. Do you know Taurus was the OG when it comes to the ring case design? I know, right? So cool. And that's why the ring of this thing is absolutely flawless. Works with MagSafe and it's fully compatible with all the accessories, chargers, wallets, you name it. The magnets are solid, so everything sticks like it should. Plus, the ring folds out and works as a stand. I can prop my phone up at pretty much any angle, whether I'm binge watching, scrolling TikTok, or on a video call. It's super sturdy and that's a game changer for me. The case itself, premium feel all the way. It fits the phone perfectly, like a second skin. The materials, the build, everything is on point. Even accessing the camera controls is smoother. The corners are rounded and the color options super sleek. Dune, ivory, and onyx. And yeah, let's not forget the main reason we all get cases, protection. The O-Stand 360 Spin can handle drops from up to 12 feet. I mean, that's kind of wild, right? This one case replaces 4 different things: a regular case, magnetic gadget, phone grip, and a kickstand. Not bad for one product. I know where I'm putting my money. As for the screen protector, I went with a Taurus Glass Go X. Installing it was a breeze with a 2-step snap and pull system. I just snapped the frame onto the phone, pulled one sticker, pushed out the air bubbles, and boom, done. What I really love about this glass is how minimal the borders are, and it's got this super high transparency adhesive. I compared it to older protectors and the difference is night and day. It's like I'm not even using a screen protector. The display stays vibrant and sharp, and it's scratch resistant and military grade for drop protection. I feel like getting both of these products was a solid decision. Now my iPhone 16 is fully armored up. Don't forget to check the link in the description and use our discount code to snag these accessories at a sweet price. Then there is the camera's overall customization. The ability to control tone mapping is a game changer. I can dial it in to make my photos more or less contrasty, which is huge because let's be real, the default photos on these new iPhones look a bit too flat and bright for my taste. And here's where it all comes together. The new camera control button. At first, I was all over the place with it, but now it's second nature. No more misclicks, no more swiping too far. My thumb knows exactly where it is. And the whole experience just makes me feel like I'm holding a pro level camera in my hands. What really sets the iPhone 16 and 16 Pro apart this year is how they make you feel. With the regular iPhone 16, you get this sense of completeness, like you have everything you could want from a phone, except maybe ProMotion. With the Pro models, they just make you feel empowered, like you're wielding something truly professional. It's more than just specs, it's about the overall experience. That brings me to the second major part of my experience, Apple Intelligence. Even though it's in beta and missing some features, it's already super fun to use. Sure, it's not perfect, but it's surprisingly useful and helpful. Now, when I'm typing, I don't worry about typos or grammar mistakes anymore. Just tap a button, pick a style, and let the phone rewrite it for me. Or if I snap a photo and notice something distracting in the background, boom, I just erase it with eraser, and that's just scratching the surface. Visual intelligence is quite an unexpected standout for me. I can long press the camera control, and visual intelligence jumps into action, analyzing whatever you pointed at. It's not just cool on its own. It lets you bring in ChatGPT for even more detailed analysis. It's a small feature, but one that I keep coming back to because it's so convenient. And finally, there's Image Playground and Genmojis. These are some of the more fun AI features. Image generation on your phone, yes please. Still, considering this is all happening on device, it's pretty impressive. While Siri's total overhaul might not be there yet, ChatGPT integration iOS 18.2 is a big step forward, especially for AI enthusiasts like me. These new iPhones, especially the 16 Pro, aren't just your typical yearly upgrade anymore. Apple is now targeting power users, those who want to do more, create more, and live on the cutting edge of tech. So the 16 Pro is made for people who want to do everything, and that's a huge deal for professionals, creatives, and even AI enthusiasts. People like filmmakers like Danny Boyle shooting a full movie on an iPhone, or people like me deep into the AI space. We need a phone that can handle it all. Apple's new approach seems less about making drastic hardware changes each year and more about giving users powerful tools that they can grow into. The 16 Pro is almost identical to the 15 Pro on the surface, but the underlying message is different. Apple wants to offer a platform for creativity and innovation where users can maximize their capabilities within the ecosystem. Whether it's the visual intelligence in the camera or the ability to use AI on device, Apple is betting on a future where the phone is the professional tool, making high-end cameras and other gear less necessary. Apple's strategy with the iPhone 16 lineup is clear. They aren't targeting people who upgraded recently, like iPhone 15 or 14 users. Instead, Apple is focusing on those still using older models like the XS, 11, or even the 12 and 13. These users will see the most dramatic improvements, especially in battery life, camera quality, and AI features. If you're coming from one of those devices, the upgrade will be a game changer. And with the rise of AI, even Android users are slowly getting tempted to switch over. Apple isn't playing catch up anymore. It's leading the industry, especially in how it's integrating AI into everyday tasks. The AI features in iOS 18 like visual intelligence and ChatGPT integration are showing what's possible. And Apple is laying down the blueprint for the future of smartphones, not by offering massive yearly leaps, but by giving users more intelligent tools to get creative and productive. Now, if you're worried about the basic stuff like performance or stability, rest easy. Both the 16 and 16 Pro have held up flawlessly during my time with them. Battery life is solid and there haven't been any crashes or weird bugs. Everything is just smooth. But if you're still on the fence about upgrading, check out our comparison video between the 14 Pro, 15 Pro, and 16 Pro. See you next time.